Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High Yah. Giving thanks and all praise to the Most High Yah for His glory, for being our Father, for sending the Messiah to die for Israel, the Negro scattered to the four corners of the earth. Y'all see the title? They hated me without a cause. Time to cry out to the Most High God. So I don't know if y'all heard today. I was watching the independent autopsy on Nolan Wells, right? And how I'm gonna play a small video on it too. And y'all gonna hear this how these heathens. When I say heathen, when I say these people hate us, the world of Edom hate us. And this is we're gonna read it in the scriptures too. They really do hate us, right? But you notice something about Israel, we quick to forgive Edom, but we so harsh on our own people. We don't forgive our own people, but we'll forgive the ones that enslaved us, raped our grandmothers, raped our granddaddies, fed our kids to alligators. Oh, we'll forgive them. But when it comes to our own people, we can't stand our own people. Now I ain't talking about us on this chat. I'm talking about black people in general. We can't stand on people. The black woman hate the black man hate the black woman, the black children hate the other cousins. They want to go hang with white boys and end up getting killed. And our black parents, we want our kids to hang around with them because we think we made it because we got a little money. These people hate us to the core. I don't know what it's gonna take for black people to understand that. Now we got our black men and women, where black men been running out these Neanderthal white girls. But now we got the black women running out the Neanderthal white men. And if you knew the history of what they did to your ancestors and grandmothers in slavery, you got to be a sick person to date a white person. Sick. Also, they can kill you and not go to jail. And you're looking at this case, it don't look like these boys won't even get charged. We know they killed that brother. Killed him. So tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on with us. What is gonna get us out of this mess that we in? We know keeping the statute laws command, most definitely that. But also we have instructions from the Messiah. When the Messiah left Peter and the apostles, he kept telling them, love one another. He didn't say love the Romans that got you in slavery. He said, love one another. Matter of fact, I got to send out the what's the name? I forgot to send out the, oh Lord. I'm sending it now, Josiah. I think he calling me. I forgot to send out the emails. Dang, I'm so hype up about this. Lord, y'all, excuse me, I'm sending these emails out. Boy. So, but I'm ready to get into it. I'm gonna send the emails out. So get the brothers on here. I was in a rush. All right, so I sent the links out, y'all. All right, brother Eric, brother, hope they great. Come on. So let me say, greet the chat. Shalom, mighty line. Man, I don't know why I put the thing in the chat. If you want to come on, mighty line, let me know. Yehuda Blue, shalom. Johanna, shalom. Tazaria, shalom, sister. Anna Yana Coleman, shalom. How you doing? All right, so I'm I'm gonna wait for the brothers to come on in. My fault, y'all. Forget I'm like I said, I'm so hyped about this. But I can get started on the scriptures, right? So I'm gonna start on the scriptures. Let's go to I don't know, Matthew's 22. Let's look at Matthew's 22 right here. I'm just gonna read it from my phone right here. So Matthew's 22, y'all. We're trying to get this right because we tired of getting killed and no justice happening. But we're not gonna get no justice in Esau's world, right? It just ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that now. Every blue moon we'll get a little justice, but all right, Matthew's 18, verse 21 says, Then came Peter to him. Then came Peter to him, to Jesus, and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him till 7 times? Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Now, this is Peter talking about another fellow Israelite, asking, my brother keeps sinning against me. How many times I got to forgive him? And the Most High said, instead of 7 times, but 70 times 7. So we have to forgive our brothers and sisters that's in this truth. That's our brothers and sisters that are Israelite. Shalom, brother. Forgot, y'all. I'm so hyped about this message. I ain't sending out the email. How you doing?
Well, man, praise God. Shalom to the chat. Praise to the Most High. You say you forgot to seek out.
Oh man, I'm so hyped up about this. I forgot to send the links out, but I sent them out. I'm glad I decided. I said, oh man, he just reminded me. I forgot to send them out. I was just reading Matthew's 8 and how Matthew's 18 verses I'll just read it. Verse 18 and 19, I believe. Verses 21 and verses 21 22. When Peter is asking the Messiah, how many times I should forgive my brother? 7 times? He said, no, 70 times 7. So this is start out of Israel. Man, we gotta start loving one another. We dropping like flies, they killing us, right? And it's the reason behind it. They did the same thing back then doing we're gonna read in John 15 and in the first part of John 16. Y'all gonna see. They did the same thing back then. Shalom, Josiah.
Oh, shalom and blessings to you, brothers. How y'all doing? All praise to the Most High. What's up, E?
Shalom.
What's going on? Chat? Ain't nothing. Dealing with this hatred.
Shalom. Yeah. So I just read, I'll tell you, Matthew's 18, 21, 22, when the Messiah is telling Peter. Peter said, how often shall I forgive my brother 70 times? He said 70 times 7. So this is a start, y'all. When we look at Israel as a whole, right? We quick to forgive Edom, but it seems like it's so hard for us to forgive our brothers and sisters, right? And I have to say that in the past I was like that, right? Because I really didn't deal with Edom on that level. So no, I'm not making no excuses. How about this? I was like that, but praise the Most High, I'm not like that no more. So we quick to forgive Edom and society like that we live in today. Like I was talking to E earlier, if that would have been Black boys with Nolan Wells and he died, oh, it would have been a mess. It wouldn't be no on TV talking. It'll be on TV fighting probably. But this is how society is and what type of state that we in Esau's world. So I am telling everybody, not me, but the scriptures telling everybody, we should forgive our brothers and sisters 70 times 70. It don't say forgive no Romans 70 times 70 or no Edomites 70 times 7, but our brothers and sisters. So what y'all got to say about that before we play this video and go into John 15? What you think about that? Shalom, Shibri, Yah. So, what y'all think about that?
What you starting with? The hatred of the heathens or the hatreds of our brothers and sisters first?
Well, what I just read is basically the hatreds, where how we hate one another. The Most High is telling Peter in Matthew 18:21-22. He asked Messiah. He said, how many times I should forgive my brother to keep sinning against me? 7 times. And then the Messiah says 70 times 7, right? Because when we read John 15, you're going to see that he's telling our people to love one another, right? Then he's going to go into, that hatred part of other nations or other people, or some of our people too. But yeah, I'm talking about our people as we should forgive one another. And this right here is something that, oh man, y'all just wait till we read it. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Our people right now.
Yeah. Isaiah 66 verbatim says, "Your brethren that hate you, that cast you out for my name's sake." So Israel is being instructed to instruct their brothers and sisters with the Most High's word, and our people will hate us because we are rebuking them from sin, or just
Mhm,
even telling them the truth of who we are.
mhm,
It's not that they hate us; they hate the words that we're saying, which
mhm,
is God's word. So some of our people hate God
mhm,
because He said they hated me before they hated you,
mhm.
and they persecuted the prophets. And what the prophets came out and said, "Thus said the Lord: Turn from your sins, cry aloud, spare none." And they got persecuted. The same way the Messiah got persecuted, the same way we're gonna be persecuted by our brothers and sisters. So nothing has changed. It's the same thing, and it's because of His name's sake, or His word's sake, or His commandments' sake. If you speak the words of God, you will be hated by all men, all nations, even your own people.
Wow, most definitely. What do you think, E?
Yeah, though, add to what Brother Josiah was saying, you know, when when our people go against the words of the Most High, it's because our enemies, they hate the Most High and got us under a spell to hate each other.
Wow.
You mean think about it. If you if you're one of those black people who believe that we represent 12% of the population, we respect 50% of life, then you under the spell, you under the illusion, and that's a lot of our people fall for a lot of these narratives that white people about how we are. We responsible 50% of the crime. In actuality, we make up 50% of the exonerations. They don't they don't really account for their crime. They don't make a public account of it. But if you do research, they do more crime do. But we fall for the narratives that they put out about us. And you got those of our people who feel like they have to perform and prove that, you know, they don't hate the enemy, or they don't judge them for what their ancestors did and for what they continue to. And then in turn, they throw their own people under the bus just to try to prove points to them. But it's all a part of the delusion and the spell that they have our people under. And if you believe that stuff, then you really don't have no real love for your people.
Hey, I want to add to what you said. The scripture said, if the king is wicked, all his people will be wicked, right? So the king right now in And Babylon right now hates the children of Israel. So he only can teach the children of Israel to hate each other because he hates them, just like you said, E. And the love, it says in Matthew 24:12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Now, who is teaching us to sin?
Wow.
Who are we learning everything from? From this white man. He told us to hate each other, which is the Most High told us to love each other. So he's teaching us to go against the scriptures. He's teaching us to sin against the scriptures so we won't become a nation.
And it's funny, teaching us to sin, even in the religions, by telling us we don't keep the law, right?
Exactly.
So they tell us you don't have to keep the law, but then they turn around and tell us we the most should learn the law. Now we going to hell.
Mm.
Now check this out, y'all. So what the Leviticus, and then I want to get into this really, but when we look at Leviticus 19, right? And the reason I want to deal with us first, right? Because we are the children of Israel. It's very important for us to love one another. But you go to a Christian church, they telling you to love the people that enslave you and hate you. So the Messiah is not teaching that, right? The Messiah is teaching the word. What is the word? What cleans y'all? The word, right? And that's in John 15. So the Messiah teaching us the word, like we said, the law. He wasn't reading Matthew's, John. He's teaching them the law. So that's another thing when people say if you teach the law or whatever, then you going to hell. That's stupid. When the Messiah was teaching the word, what was the word? The law. He didn't walk around with Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. So Leviticus 17. This is what the Messiah is teaching when he's telling Israel to love. Leviticus 19. It's telling Israel. When he's telling Israel to love one another, right? People read that and say he's talking about loving everybody. No, and this is what they do, and they get it all. It's sad. That's why people don't understand the Bible that's in Christianity. It says Leviticus 19:17, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him." Remember, Israel only lived around Israelites, y'all. So when it says neighbor, it ain't talking about your neighbor next door right here. Unless he's an Israelite, okay. Unless he's so-called Negro or black man, okay. But this is talking about when Israel's in their land. Keep in mind, because people get there wrong. I know y'all know. I'm saying it's we got a Christian and somebody that don't understand. Verse 18, "Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against thy children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord." So this is a straight commandment. We don't supposed to hold grudges against our own people. We should love one another. Yeah.
I'm gonna read what Christ said too, because he's coming from that right there. It says you should not hate your brother in your heart. So if you got a problem with your brother, this is what you should do. Luke 17:3. It says, "Take heed to yourself. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him. And if he repent, forgive him." Why? Because Proverbs 27:5 says, "Open rebuke is better than secret love." So if you rebuke him, that's better than you secretly holding a grudge. Right?
You're right. And now, what did the Messiah do to Peter, y'all, when he cut off that ear, cut that man's ear off? What did he say to him when he said no, before he cut the man's ear off, when Messiah was giving them the rundown what's gonna happen?
He gonna deny him 3 times.
And also, remember he said, "Get behind me, Satan."
Oh,
remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we say that, oh, y'all wrong. Oh, that's not right. You see this? Y'all
Hold
see
on.
this?
Hold on. How about you call your significant other ungodly? Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But see, she got upset and mad and all of that. Don't understand that what the Messiah said. And then this is what they'll say. Well, you're not the Messiah. Wait a minute. You're right. The Messiah didn't sin. So if I'm following his footsteps and calling out what I see or what's going on, right? Remember what the Messiah, he said, get behind me, Satan. He didn't say what you did was Satan. He called people. Man, that's all another story. But you see that? But
Mm-hmm.
we, when you do openly rebuke somebody, they don't know the scriptures. They get in their feelings, they get mad, they get upset, and they swear up and down that you the wrong person. And the whole time they don't realize they saying the Messiah sinning. That's what they're saying, but they don't understand that. But so when we do that, remember, love rejoice in the what? Truth, right?
Truth.
So Messiah was showing his love for his people. And that's what we should do. We should always be able to see correction and correct one another. We should, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Especially if he trespass against you.
Yes.
We should go to that brother alone and tell him what he did. And if he repent, you gain the brother.
Mm-hmm.
But if he don't repent, I'll bring 2 or 3 witnesses, and then if he don't hear them, I'll bring the church, the elders, and then after that, you're a heathen. Then you're a heathen.
See, but you know what? Some people don't want to have witness. The Bible tells you to do.
They don't want you to bring nobody else.
I always want to bring witness. I get, why you want to bring up? What you mean? You remember we were on the phone? You do. My family do the same thing. Why you got somebody else on the phone?
They don't like when I do that.
Yeah, they don't witness. So shalom, Sister Kim. Shalom, Camilla. So y'all ready to get in this? Eric, you got something to say about this? No sound. It said no sound. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm about to switch up.
Johanna
About to switch my.
Can you hear me, Johanna? Y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me when he said no sound?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you off her phone, my wife's phone. So yeah.
Can y'all hear me in the can y'all hear us? Because Johanna said no sound. I was just checking. All right, Kimberly said she heard. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play this video, y'all. Now we get ready to go into what's going on with Israel. Y'all know, I think it was me. Okay. He said thank you. Okay. Y'all know that the reason we going through this stuff, of course, we're in the land of captivity. Also, we're not loving one another. And that's one of the reasons we going through this. And the Most High is bringing us together when these things happening, right? When I see these things happen to our brothers and sisters, young people, I think about my kids, because some black people be like, well, that ain't my kid. This is what they think. And it's sad, But when it happened to you, when it come on to you, then you all crying and I feel for it now. I don't want it to happen to me, but however, I know I had to understand them what's going on. We got peace that passes understanding. But however, my heart go out to these people, to his mother and father. But these things begin to happen. And when I play this short video, we're gonna go to John 3:15. Eric gonna read John 15. Read John 15. Look, I'm talking about John 3. What am I talking about? John 3:16. But John 15.
That's Debo though.
Yeah. John 15. Ain't it Debo? You looked at it.
No, I'm talking about John 3:16.
John 3. I'll give it John 3:16, John 15, I meant. And we're gonna see the times what they went through then and look at the instructions that the Messiah gave our people then, right? We can take that same instruction that he gave our people then because he knows something was getting ready to happen. And look, y'all, we going through the I'm pretty sure y'all read it. I mean, I have too before, but I looked over it. It's the same stuff that was happening then, happening now, y'all. I'm telling you. Let's pull up this quick video, y'all. We're gonna look at the autopsy little video here, and we're gonna see how these heathen work. This is really sad. Fair use, fair use.
Pending investigation.
Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll explain that as we go through the report this morning. The manner of death, undetermined, pending investigation. Preliminary findings, and this is significant. Focal area of red discoloration in the soft tissue of the back of the head, the occipital region. He said the etiology is unknown at this time. He said the body was received after the initial autopsy. He said the body had marked decompensation. He said coronal incision of the scalp, brain removal, Y-shaped incision of the anterior torso, and he talked about the organs being removed as is common, accompanied in the body cavity. Another limitation faced by this forensic pathologist was the absence of the anterior internal neck structures. The trachea.
All right, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to this. This right here shouldn't have been. Remember, he went to the autopsy in the county, Jackson County, or no, I don't know if it was Jackson County, Mississippi, but it was in somewhere nearby, wherever that island was at. He went to that autopsy first. Now, what they did is they removed the neck structure. They didn't supposed to do that. And why did they do it? I don't know. Hey, these people is evil. Fair use. Y'all got something y'all to say about that?
This is my first time actually hearing this autopsy information. So
okay.
Yeah, me too.
In the laryngeal cartilage, the thyroid horn and the hyoid bone were not received with the body. He said, it is assumed that the initial pathologist retained these structures for additional evaluation. He said the retention of the anterior neck structures during an initial autopsy is a common forensic pathology practice. He was chief medical examiner for 7 years in Washington, D.C. And he said that if they had concern about throat or any fracture or compression of the throat, they too will hold them back. He doesn't know why they held the throat back, but he said the throat was not with the body of Nolan Wells. We continue to wait for the toxicology to come back. Lastly, in cases where a death has occurred in or around a body of water with suspicion of drowning, it is important to confirm how that person entered the water. This is the crux of the matter. Preliminary report, second autopsy, death of Nolan Xavier Wells. Cause of death undetermined, pending investigation. And we'll explain that as we go through the report this morning. The manner of death, undetermined, pending investigation. Preliminary findings, and this is significant. Focal area of red discoloration in the soft tissue of the back of the head, the occipital region. He said the etiology is unknown at this time. He said the body was.
All right, so he's talking about behind the head. I don't know if he can show it on here, but they saying it looked like it could have been trauma. It was plum red. Keep that in mind. Remember, he removed the throat too. That's the part I wanted to see. I think that's the only thing. I'm gonna play it a little more and then we're gonna stop it.
Was received after the initial autopsy. He said the body had marked decompensation.
So it's going back into what we already heard. All right, so it's a possibility that he could have been beaten with a hard object behind his head, and also they removed the throat. So if they remove the throat and the lungs ain't there, you don't know if he drowned or nothing. I don't know why they removed the throat. That's what he said.
But wouldn't they want us to believe he drowned?
Yeah, but see the thing about it, if they remove, see, this is the second autopsy. See, they took the body from Mississippi and shipped it to Washington, D.C. The black guy did his autopsy, a very experienced black guy. What he was saying is that he couldn't even, that's why he couldn't tell, how he died, because they removed the throat. Now,
from the first autopsy?
Yes. So the first autopsy can easily say he drowned. You see what I'm saying? They still can say it.
But why do they have to remove the throat to determine that?
He said he don't know why.
And what other organs they removed?
They removed the lungs too.
Just those two?
Now, where they do that at, man?
Just those two organs?
No, they removed all the organs. But they said that's not uncommon. But my thing is, if you know, well, they sent the organs supposedly with them in a bag or whatever. But if you know autopsy is coming right behind you, why not keep it in place? I don't know why they do that. I really don't know.
I think something else. That sounds like something else.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, it does sound like something else.
Remember, we talking about white people, white boys now. White people. They removing all the organs. Like, okay, they removed all the organs from the first autopsy, and they supposedly sent them with the body for the second autopsy, right? And still they can't determine
Well, this is the thing. The first autopsy haven't came out and said nothing. How in the world the second autopsy beat them? Y'all see that? They did the autopsy for it, but they ain't said nothing. So they waiting on the second autopsy to come out. Then they supposed to come out with their findings. And the thing is, you see that, Sister Pam? I just put it in the link in the thing. The thing is that these people, like I said earlier, y'all. I mean, I said this, I think last time I was on live. You ain't gonna get no justice with these people. These people are very evil. But our people, our messed up in the head people, still believes these people. They'll say stuff like, well, not all of them like that. Well, you go ahead and take your chance. This is what they'll say. Now, I was having a back and forth with this guy on Facebook. This dude gonna tell me that God can save Edom, the same people that Most High hate. This is a black guy too. This is what he told me. I told him, I kept giving the scripture, Most High hate Edom. He couldn't deal with that. I said, show me a scripture the Most High gonna say Edom. He couldn't deal with that. Then he went to Amos talking about the heathen will be called by my name. And then Josiah, remember you sent that Geneva, and I sent it to him. He got mad at that. He started going against my character, saying I hate.
Yeah,
I said, dude, I'm giving you scripture. This is sick. I said, is your wife half white or something? I mean, what is it? Because I have never. Look, I'm gonna ask y'all something. Everybody in the chat, I want y'all to ask this question. Now, this is a common question. Anybody's listening. If you know for a fact that people hate you, you know them people standing 10 feet away hate you, are you gonna believe they're gonna save you? If you know they hate you. And the reason I say that, because these people know the Most High hate these people. So why would he save them? Shalom, Sister Pam.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom to everybody on the
Shalom.
chat.
Shalom.
In the
How
chat,
you
and
doing?
shalom to everybody on the panel.
Shalom, sis.
Can I chime in here a bit? Listening to what the guy was saying, Mr. Crump, when they talk about his throat was missing, the first thing came to my mind, they probably hang that boy, because if they hang him or lynch him or choke him, his larynx would be crushed. That's why they hold on to it. That is a high possibility.
Hold up, Pam. Hold up. That's why they probably got the marks behind his head too. That's
Correct.
crazy. Ain't that something?
Correct.
I ain't think
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. So the main idea, if a boy just drunk, if the boy just drunk, why you all have to keep back his throat? Why? If it's just a simple drunk, they say there was no foul play, why all they kept back his throat? Because they're trying to hide and cover up. Half of these people belong to the KKK, all of them in the same club in Mississippi. So they're covering for one another. And the main idea, if this family didn't do that independent autopsy, they would have said no foul play. They would have said that he drowned. But because now they have to be accountable, they're holding back the main evidence. And if they send it, the biggest question is, once they send that larynx or throat, whatever they took out, that doctor better do a DNA and make sure it is Nolan own, because next thing they send somebody on who's not crushed. You understand? They crushed it. Because once you've been hanged or lynched or strangled, it's going to crush that larynx. And that's why they kept it. This is my suspicion. We don't know. I'm just suspicious about that.
Well, check this out. Crump and them and the guy that did the autopsy for them is asking them for them to show them pictures of that neck and everything.
Thank you.
And the lung. So, because they took pictures when they first got them. So if they don't show them pictures, y'all know what's going on.
Thank you. And one last thing. Once you watch all those law and order shows or any shows with these kind of cases, they always take pictures. The coroner have to take pictures of the body. They don't just start cutting. You have to. If there's bruises, you have to take pictures of it. They take pictures while they're doing this is part of doing autopsy. So you can't say you don't have it or whoever did it. They have to hand over those pictures.
Y'all, we got to start loving one another. Let this petty stuff go. We got to start loving one another. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to John 15. You ready, Eric?
Yep.
Okay. And y'all got something for us to say before we go in this, John? We're going to read it whole chapter and the first 3 verses in chapter 16. This is the same thing was going on. This is instruction from the Messiah. And you're going to see these people that's killing us thinking they doing God's work. Y'all know that. They actually thinking they doing God's work by killing us. All right, so you want me to put it up or?
Yeah, you can put it up. I'm gonna read it from mine though, but you can put it up.
All
right. Give me a second. Hold on.
All right. So these people, right? I'm telling you, these people crazy, man. All right, so before we put this up, let me read some of this. Anything else y'all want to say about this case? Because see, when we look, I think this case has opened up a lot of black people's eyes now. I've been seeing black people saying these people hate us. And they starting to wake up to see that.
Yeah, I'm starting to see people, like random people, just start talking about the oppression of white people. It's interesting. seems like the Most High is starting to wake us up a little bit. Cause once we figure out who the enemy is, I don't care what background you come from. Once we understand who the enemy is, we'll understand who we are.
Listen.
Because why they hate us?
High.
Because they hate us without a cause, remember? So what's the real cause? And we're going to go into that. It's really because of one thing.
What are you saying, Sister Pam?
Listen, you're so right, Kadan. I agree with you on that one. The Most High is waking us up. It is very crucial and critical that we pay attention to our children. Don't let our children go as being the only black person or in a crowd that is mostly white people. You have to be very cautious of that. Secondly, Nancy Grace. She had another show today and she was on their next. Sometimes the Most High going to use our very enemy to expose their own selves. She was on the next day again on her program. She said, this don't add up. This don't look like if it's just this boy drowned. And she's on the neck. And she said she's holding on to this case until she gets answers. She's getting death threats from, you know who? Nancy Grayson playing. And you remember there were cases she hold on for years until there was arrest. She's not playing. And the Most High is using our own, the very enemies to expose their own selves. Listen, this thing is really, really serious.
You back, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, let me, if you got a clip of that, Pam, you want to cue it up, let me know. You want to share it, Nancy Grace, because y'all say somebody else said she was going in. Just let me know when you got a clip.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that.
Yes, let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, I want to see that.
We're going to do I'll just say fair use in case, but we pulling up the scripture. It might get you for fair. It might get you for the scripture on this.
You got fair use to scriptures.
For real.
I'm telling you, man.
On the real. The
Can y'all
comments got
see
to
that?
stop, man.
Hey, you know they own it.
Yeah. Fair use for the scriptures. That's sad.
That's crazy.
You don't say fair use.
Crazy.
I guarantee you, I be getting the email. You didn't say fair, you put the scripture. Oh man.
It says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. I am the vine. Ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch. Wow. And is withered.
Mm-hmm.
Why you say wow?
Because I'm just thinking about Romans 11.
I am waiting for the end part, right? Hey, Eric, when you get to the end of this, stop right quick. Watch this. When you get to the end of 6, stop right quick, because I want everybody to catch this. Go ahead, watch this.
It said, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned.
Wait a minute. Ain't that hell? Wow. Y'all see that? Woo! Lake of fire, they are burned.
But that goes back
So
to that
if you're
parable.
not buying in,
That goes back to the parable, the wheat and the tares.
Okay, Israel. Y'all heard it. It's talking to Israel right here. Go ahead. All right. I just want people to see that right there. I seen that earlier. I said, whoa.
Yeah, this got me thinking about Romans 11. He said, I am the vine,
About the
ye are the
branches, right?
branches. Then he said, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch.
If the branches be broken off,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It says, if ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. Verse 10. It says, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love.
Wait a minute. So, how do we?
That's a lot of meaning here.
How do we walk in love? Remember, I was just talking about that a couple of videos ago. How do we walk in love within the law? Come on, man. These people talking about they love and not even thinking about the law.
But that's what it's been about the whole time. His commandments. That's what it's been about the whole time. We would be in the land right now if we would have kept his commandments. So he's not bringing another message. He's bringing the same thing that we fell away from. That's how you cleaned up, by his word. To turn back, to repent, to keep his commandments. Turn back and keep his commandments.
Y'all heard that, Israel? That's us. All right.
If you look at verse 10, people have a contention over the law of the Most High and the law of Moses. Right?
I know. Yeah.
Now when Mashiach said, if you keep my commandments, even as I kept my Father's commandments, is this two set of commandments? What are his commandments as opposed to his Father's commandments?
He's gonna read it. We finna read what Christ did, and he's telling us to do the same thing.
Yeah. Remember, he's not reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John right here, y'all. Man, these guys that say that, something wrong with them.
Verse 11, it says, these things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no
what
man.
was we talking about?
Go ahead.
What was he talking about? Loving one another. Israel, we want to get out of this mess. What is the key right here? Look, this is my command. What did it say? That you love one another. Man, we can't walk around here with grudges over some bullshit. You know, we can't. Man, we got our people getting killed left and right. And we mad at each other because of, I don't know, somebody ain't getting about potato chips, or somebody said something that hurt the feelings. You know, it's sad. It's sad. That's all I had to say, man. It's sad.
It's amazing how what the Father told the Messiah to actually do. Like, he's telling us to love one another as he loved us, and how he read 13, bro. Just read 13. This is what Christ did. He wants to love each other just like he did for us. Read 13, bro.
He says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Now, how many people willing to do that? for each other.
No, but they'll do it for the white man in the army all day long. Mm. Remember, the Messiah can speak of this because he laid down his life and he lived. He got up too. Mm.
For people that hated him.
Now check this out, verse 13. Now you read it. Did you get to the last part of it? Because y'all, a Christian always talking about having a special relationship. Well, we're gonna read about the relationship. He's talking to Israel right here, Christians. Not talking to Christians. Look what it says at the end in verse 14. Watch what it says.
He said, "Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you."
Mm. Now, what precept or what command or witness go with this, y'all? In the Old
Isaiah
Testament.
41:8.
I said, what exactly what it says in that?
It says, "But thou, Israel, are my servant, Jacob, whom I chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend."
Abraham, yeah. What was Abraham called? His friend,
The seed of Abraham, my friend. So it's talking to Israel.
Yeah, you're right. I'm talking about at the beginning. Who was called his friend? Abraham, right?
Abraham, you're right.
Yeah, why? Because Abraham, what was Abraham getting ready to do?
He actually did what he said. He did what the Messiah told him to do.
He agreed to sacrifice his son too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Whew.
Yeah, he did what the Messiah. Ooh, that was a
You're
good
right.
one, Kadah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a good one, Kadah. You trying to slip that
Yeah.
past me, huh?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, he's going to kill his own son.
He's gonna kill his son. Damn.
Yeah. And people would think Abraham crazy, just like they think we crazy. You see that? The stuff that we say, hey, you can read it for yourself, but they think we crazy. But it's in the scriptures. It's sad, man. Golly. Whew. We got to do what Father Abraham, like Father Abraham, to be his friend. You're right. That scripture is talking about Israel being his friend. See the Abraham being his friend.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Abraham was gonna kill his son for God. Damn.
Mhm.
That's deep.
God, y'all say that's my homeboy right there. That's my boy.
Oh, you my friend. Oh yeah, you my friend. Cause you was about to do it. You was gonna do exactly what I told you to do.
Hey man,
No
I was just
question.
joking. He was my boy, but
Damn.
yeah. All right, Eric.
Yeah, and
This
of course,
is
all
really
that was
better
all that was a foreshadowing. Also,
Yeah, it was.
now.
Damn. Damn, that's a good one.
he said, the only reason I'm saying that is because you got people who thinking the Most High telling them to kill their kids and stuff like that, so they'll go drown all their kids in a bathtub.
But look though, that's
You
look,
right. You right.
brother E, that's people that don't read the Bible because they doing that to the gods they worship. He told us not to worship him like that. Don't worship him like the other nations. They give their kids into the fire and stuff like that. On them islands and shit.
Yeah, you gotta.
I mean, we think about what he did to the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He saved them in the fire. So King Nebuchadnezzar was trying to sacrifice them, basically.
The Lord told me to do it.
You're right. People do get the wrong idea. They think they're Abraham. Oh Lord.
Because God do be speaking to him. God told me
I know
this.
Mhm.
Jeremiah warned people that did that too.
I try to tell these people, Christians, I don't know who y'all heard from. I ain't never heard God's voice, but no. Never. I heard my own voice talking to myself.
Ain't lying like a mud, boy. Ain't no damn way you ain't hear his voice.
Who was that
Stop
voice
it.
you heard? You was young when I was young. I see a nice looking woman out there. Yeah, go holler at her. That was God too. Come on, man.
That's why I said Christianity. They believe in bullshit, man.
You be telling yourself,
Lies.
look. You be acting like you
Look.
talking to God. You be acting like you talking to God. You be telling yourself, "Yes, my son."
Look,
You've been lying.
Hey, remember
look,
what dude
look.
said?
Hey, Pam, look, we was on Berea's channel, and he got to get Eric to say he talked to God last night. That
Hey,
was so funny. Eric said, "Nah,
I
God
forgot.
told you that." No,
Hey, I forgot who said. I told myself, and myself said, "Huh?" Who said
Yeah,
that?
who said
Self,
that?
self said, "Huh?" Boy, get out of here.
probably one of them pastors. That sound like someone of them pastors say. I'm telling you, man. You hear God in your head telling yourself,
Mhm.
"Yes, my son. Go and do what is
Look
in
at that.
your heart."
Hey,
I
look at that
try to
comment
tell
right there.
people
That's
that's
perfect.
witchcraft, man. So
Hey,
why
you
you
gotta look
stop
at
at
that
that
comment right
verse?
there.
What 15?
Yeah.
Because it's going to get good. Wait till we get on up here. This is going
Oh
to get good.
man.
He said, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
Mm-hmm.
It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. These things I command you, that ye love one another.
Y'all heard that again? You see that? It's
Yeah.
really stressing that. Love one another. Mhm.
These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Wait a minute. Esau them hate him? Our people that joined the Greeks and uncircumcised themselves hating him, y'all?
Hmm.
Wow. I wonder why. That's crazy. Why would they hate the Messiah?
Hmm.
Can we find anything the Messiah did that was so bad for people to hate him?
In in this context though, Kadar, this talking about the Jews.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Because remember, he went to his own, and his own received him not. They had to hate him, or he would have never died.
You're right.
Say if
So
the
why
world
you
hate
think
you.
today?
You see how it
Did
is
we
today.
go through and have that hate?
Mm.
Yeah. Why are we going through the same thing? Remember what he said. He's talking to the Israelites here. If they hate me first, they're gonna hate you too. And we know what happened to the apostles, right?
Just think about it. As soon as we came into this truth, our brothers and sisters, mothers start hating us. Think about it. The true Messiah. They worship another Messiah that Paul warned us about. So they hate us because of the true Messiah. Remember that. He said, remember the word that I
Look
said
at
unto
verse.
you. Yeah, read that.
Watch that verse 19. Watch that verse 19.
It says, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the
Out of the
world,
world. Mm.
therefore the world hated you.
All right. So how could God so love the world? See what I'm saying?
Whew.
Man, these people crazy, man.
Whew.
John 3:16. So what world today we live in? This is not our world. We're not ruling it. We know who's ruling the world, Esau, even back then, right? So if we was basically in the Esau's world, like Officer Tatum, Stephen A. Smith, what's that other dude, the sports guy, fat guy?
Shaq.
No, Shaq, yeah,
Chuck.
and Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you an example of how the world loves them for a time being. Ain't gonna be forever. You know how they go. What happens? They love them, right? Bill Cosby. Remember, they loved him for a time being until he tried to buy something out of that world. You see what happened to him, right?
Oh.
So this is what we're going through today, even within our own people, because a lot of our people that's in Christianity is in the world of Esau. That's what they in. That's why they hate us.
That's why they hate us. Because Esau hate us. Wow.
The minute you say anything about Esau's world, if your own people gonna hate you, they're gonna get mad at you. They gonna say they're gonna find everything because they don't know the scriptures and what you got to do. And it hurts me so bad because I'm sitting here, I have to sit there and just take it because they don't know the scriptures, and it's sad. I have to sit here and I have to just take it and just look and sometimes I just don't even say nothing because it's a waste of time. They don't know the scriptures. So when they bring up their complaints, you looking like, and you got to remember, these people don't know the scriptures.
And that's key. That's key. Knowing the scriptures and knowing who the people are. If you don't know who the people are, you're not going to understand prophecy, no way.
That's right.
It says in 20, it says, remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
I know everybody got something to say about that. I know everybody got something to say about that now. Y'all heard this?
Yeah.
Now, within the world that we live in today, haven't our own people persecuted us? If they didn't, they went along with Esau persecuting us. Is that what they did to him? Listen, everything happened then. It's happening now. Everything.
Correct.
I mean, think about the killing happened to these 3 white boys, right? With one black guy. He ended up dead. Don't nobody know how he died. And you got black people like Officer Tatum. I seen one other black guy was on Nancy. You remember that black guy on Nancy Grace? That dude looked like Michael Jordan. That sucker over there, he lying like what the world wrong with this dude? You see him, Pam? The dark skinned dude that was on there lying? Like, come on. She went in on him. Yeah.
She went in on him today again. He was saying that how he don't like how Crump present the autopsy.
You see that? You see that?
Yeah. And she went in on him.
Look at
sometimes their own people.
I can't even see it. But wait a second. Y'all read it out? I can't see it because I got the screen up.
It said 907.
907.
Yeah. She said,
no, what I'm saying, I got the screen, but I can't even see it.
She said her white co-workers don't fool with her because she said her white co-workers don't fool with me anymore when it comes to the scripture because I cut them up with the truth.
Woo!
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, I got the thing up now so I can see the comments whenever something.
It's just something about knowing the scriptures, man.
But when you talk to them, they try to sucker you into that spiritual, you know what I'm saying, that jargon, that spiritual jargon. They really be trying to one up you, you know.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about it, once we get to the end, the first 2 verses of the next chapter, y'all, man, it's gonna blow the lid off. Because remember, we're reading stuff that happened during the time of Messiah, or right after he died. But why is we reading something that we can relate to today? Come on, man.
It says, if they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. They had not had sin. Read that again. It says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
Hold on. Is that cloak means no remission? What you think?
Yeah, no covering.
Ooh. It goes back to Hosea, don't it? Oh man, God. Wow, y'all.
No covering.
Our people is really in danger, y'all, and they don't even know it.
But that's why he condemned that generation. And when a lot of people think, when you read that I think it's Mark chapter 8, when he telling them many gonna come from the east and the west and the north and the south and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they think that's talking about other nations.
No.
But he's speaking of that generation and how a later generation from the east and the west gonna come, and that's what Second Esdras confirms. They think that's talking about other nations.
It's talking about us, man. I love it.
It's talking about the ones he scattered. It says, he that hated me hated my Father also. That's what Mashiach said.
So check this out. Remember at the first you read, if we abide in him, he abide in us. So he that hate us, who they hate, y'all?
They hate our God. Yep.
Yeah, our God. Yeah.
Psalm 83 tell you that anyway.
Yeah.
It says, if I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. Now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. Damn.
You know what? This is why this grace is on us, because we didn't get to see that, y'all.
And you know what this sort of brings me in the mind of, how people always need evidence and proof of stuff. Now, mind you, some people might say the scriptures is not evidence of anything. I would beg to differ. But the scripture itself is testifying of the reaction of people who actually seen the works of the Most High. And you can even see this in the Old Testament with our forefathers. When they seen the works of the Most High, and what did they do right after that? They turn around and they broke the law right there. They doing the same thing here. So it sort of make me sketchy when people say they need proof of all this stuff. They need to see this and they need to see that. And
don't even know.
Yeah. They heard the Most High. You see how we talking about we ain't never heard God's voice, right?
Yeah.
They heard the Most High's voice and got afraid and told Moses to speak to them.
But everybody heard his voice.
Well, look, you got Christians today talking about, I talked to God last night. God told me.
We had a conversation about this the other day, didn't we?
Yeah. But Israel got afraid. Look what John did in Revelation. He fell down. The angels said, hey, man, get up.
Also,
come on,
hey, remember the Israel wanted a king after like the heathens, and they rejected the Messiah then, and they rejected him right now.
But guess what, y'all? That's a great statement. I want you to think about what you said. Israel wanted a king, right? Remember, they didn't have a king, right? They had the Most High.
Right.
Right? What do we have? Wow. At the end. Same thing, ain't it? But guess what? I think we're doing a lot better. I can't boast about that, but I'm just saying. Think about it. We had no choice back then.
We fulfilling the scriptures though.
That's what I'm talking about.
It had to be fulfilled, and we're fulfilling them.
We
We
ain't
got to
out here
believe
talking
that.
about the sin as a king. What I'm saying.
Now
You
we
right?
remembered ourselves in the land of our captivity. That's us.
Yeah.
It says, if I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But it cometh to pass that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They that hate me without a cause.
Okay, so do people hate us without a cause, y'all?
Yes.
I know, man. So we'd have no excuses when it comes to the law and everything. The only excuses that we can have is certain things we don't know because we're not in our land. But however, as living according to what we can do, we have no excuses. Because remember, they hated everything we went through, the Messiah went through. So we can't say you don't know how it is. Shoot. Some of us didn't get hanged from crossing. A lot of us did. What I'm talking about. A lot of us did get hanged from trees, but some of us died just with a natural death and didn't get hung from a tree, you know?
Right. So what did we do to them? Love worked no ill to his neighbor, right? So we didn't do anything to them. So why do they hate us?
But remember in Deuteronomy 28, the scripture said we're going to be sold to our enemies, right? And as far as I understand, an enemy is somebody who despises you, don't wish no goodwill towards you. So if the Most High said from the get-go that these people are our enemies, then this means no person in their right mind going to be friends or communicate or have communion or fellowship with their enemy. Is your enemy. Even when you look in biblical times, when we went against the other nations that the Most High was clearing out to give us the land, they were our enemies. And this is the same mindset we have to keep today. These people we live amongst, they are our enemies. Once they're not Israel, they are our enemies. And don't ever take it out of our head thinking, oh, it has some good ones, they're nice, and the this and the that and the other. No. You have, even if they're nice towards you, you always have to keep in your mind, as the scripture said, this is my enemy. And one last thing I wanted to say too. You remember when the Hamashiach was going to be crucified, what did he say when the women were weeping for him? He said, oh, cry for me. Cry for your children. Cry for your children. Because he knew these days were coming. Even during slavery, they took the children away from us. Even today, the killing, lynching, beating, raping, all these things are doing our children. So we live in amongst our enemies. So we cannot expect in our hearts that they're going to treat us even better. They're going to continue to treat us the way until the Most High deliver us out of this present predicament we're in. And I yield.
Yeah, also that is so true when you look at the whole story. When people say, some of these people they good. Y'all notice when you get a black person, a group of black persons come from the hood, you never heard black people say that, right? Oh, they're from the hood. Oh my God, watch them. Make sure they don't steal. You see the difference when it comes from Edomite to white people. Oh well, all of them ain't like that. Come on, man. How people hate their own people.
He says, and where am I at?
And that's a sign. That's a sign that we the people too. We the people that's under the
Right.
curses.
Yeah, verse 26 now.
It says,
Yeah, 26.
but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also should bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. You said the first 3 verses in 16, right?
Yeah, look at the first 3 verses of 16. I'm gonna shut this down. You just read that.
It said, these things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the congregations. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God service.
What do you think they doing today? Them suckers think they doing God. What do the KKK claim, y'all? They love Jesus, right? So when they kill us, that's what they are. What you think they doing? The same thing happened during 70 AD. It's happened today. And y'all, this is sad, but guess what? It's a sign of the end too. The people miss it. The same thing happened in 70 AD happening now. They think they're doing God's work.
Yep. It says, and these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me.
Wow.
But they think they doing God's service.
Yeah. Even within slavery, they think they was doing God's service.
But the peculiar thing is understanding the balance, because once again, if we're under the curse, right, then a lot of this stuff was allotted to us. You know what I mean? So it's about understanding that balance between that, because people will take that and run with it. You know, y'all see, they'll say that we're saying God is responsible for these things, but then in essence, he did bring these things on us, but it's understanding why he brought these things on us and why we're still going through it.
And could I interject and agree with you, Brother Idri? And then we have to realize the Most High warned us this would have happened once we disobeyed and break the commandments. He warned us. He warned us that this going to happen, and we didn't listen. Our ancestors didn't listen. So I think you all say too in Trinidad. They say Peter paid for Paul and Paul paid for all. You know that saying is he warned us. It's not that these things just befell us out of the blue sky. No. Once Moses, as I always say, and we all know this, when Moses sprinkled that blood on us, we were forever locked in covenant with the Most High, and nothing could erase that. So once we didn't keep up our end of the bargain or the covenant, he said these things gonna befall us as a people, and it did happen to us. So when you look at us, we ourselves are to blame for not keeping up our end of the covenant with the Most High. And once we get back in tune and in alignment with this covenant, then things are going to level out for us. The same way the curses has impacted us, if we get back in alignment, the blessings going to impact us just the same.
Most definitely. But you see in verse John 16, 3 verses, how these people, even some of our people that's joined with them, think they're doing God's work. Remember, our people sit there and tell you, Hebrew Israelites. I'm like, the Messiah's a Hebrew Israelite. They don't even understand that. But they think they're doing God's work by even hating us or going against us, even our own people. This is sad, man. They don't even understand that Messiah is a Hebrew Israelite, not a Christian.
But real quick, if from what we just read, right? If he's saying that they're going to do these things because they don't know him or his father, then that mean they don't know the gospel.
You're right.
And what is the gospel? The gospel is, once again, the prophetic message of the Most High delivering his people in the end times from all the nations where he scattered them. That's what the gospel is.
And they don't know the gospel.
That's what all the prophets pointed to, starting from the law of Moses. That's what they all Deuteronomy 30 gives us the whole scoop right there.
Exactly. That's what the gospel of Jesus Christ is.
The circumcision of the heart is in Deuteronomy 30. He says he's gonna circumcise our heart. And then you read when the Messiah, he said we was gonna be circumcised by keeping the law, right? That's the circumcision of the heart. The Messiah came and fulfilled that. So we straight. He just got to save us out of the hands of all of our enemy. He did all that stuff already for us.
Yeah.
We're just waiting to be gathered. We really ain't got to do nothing but keep the commandments. Love one another.
Hey, man, I'm crying out for the Most High to come.
Yep.
So since you talk, we'll bring out Revelation 6 and 10. Pam, you cue that video up.
What you talking about?
Revelation 6 and 10.
Yes, sir, I have it. It's a short clip of what she said.
You got a short clip. Okay, you pull it up. I said, Josiah, you want to bring out Revelation 6 and 10? I
Okay.
can bring it up.
Yeah. All right.
You pull it up. Show it. Because remember, we got to cry out. I'm crying out, man.
This Revelation 6 and 10. 10, right?
Yes, Revelation 6 and 10.
It says, and they cried out with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, do thou judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth.
All right, now that prophecy couldn't have been during 70 AD. You see that? Remember, when we was in our land, we called on the Most High, but we fought ourselves. You notice it says how long. So that prophecy got to be talking about our time. That's why I want to bring that out.
Yeah, because if you keep reading down, the Messiah actually returns in this chapter.
Yep.
Yep.
So you got the video, Pam?
This one talk about the rocks gonna fall on them and stuff like that. That's in that same chapter.
Yeah. Said the rocks gonna fall. Here you go. All right.
See a
There you
screen?
go, Pam. Yeah, we see it.
Okay, it won't be too long just now. Let me just get to the point where she confronted
Look
me.
at this dude, man. This dude messed up.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Fair use.
Straight out to
Fair use.
John Mobley joining me out of Charleston. He's a renowned trial attorney, founded John Mobley Law Firm. Okay, Mobley, have at it.
Well, Nancy, I got to call it like I see it. There are a lot of things that I don't like about this presentation. I think the first problem I see is they put out this autopsy and they kind of gave you a lot of sizzle. They gave a big dog and pony show, but they didn't really make it clear on the findings and conclusions and how they could be interpreted.
Stop it right quick.
I think that's kind of the problem with this case.
Say, that dude don't look funny as hell to y'all, man.
I was trying not to say nothing.
He don't look like he got a black face on.
Yeah, he like a mask on his face.
He look weird. He look weird though.
That's probably a fake guy, black guy.
I don't know. That's I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
He like he got a mask on, don't
he? Like it's too shiny. Like it's too like.
Forgot. Look like they forgot. Yeah, like but look like they forgot to put the brown under the eyes.
Yeah, it's like too much something.
He have one
That's a
foundation.
Yeah, that's a fake
Concealer.
guy. I don't think it's a black guy. I think it's a mask. This is what they do. Seriously, this is what they do. Talking all
For real
crazy.
though, I don't believe nothing I really see on TV.
Man, this dude.
They got a camera. Come on, man.
Look at him. Then look, all right, now look, y'all. How old y'all think this guy look?
Probably by 57.
All right, check this out. He claimed he got little kids that he got iPhones that he track them. It only seen right, don't it?
Wow.
He got little kids. Oh,
Yeah, he got iPhone. He track them on his iPhone. You know, if you watch the other video, he's talking about he got Snapchat and he got that tracking on the phone. But I was like, dang, dude, you look older than me with no hair.
I don't know, man. He might be about 28.
Hell no.
That man look like he got a made up nose on his face.
He worked. Look, in
28
his line
on
of
the
work,
skin.
he's stressed out. He's stressed out, man, in that line of work.
So you saying somebody behind that skin?
Probably so. Either that or he's stressed the hell out. One or two. Or he 57.
Eddie.
Y'all say he look 70. That's what I'm saying. How you gonna have a little kid? What is it? So, Abraham?
Look 70.
Yeah, he looks old. He got kids, teenagers.
Well, let me say to this today's 57 because people think 57 is old. I don't think 57 is old, but
Swish roll head ass.
Swiss roll. Look, his haircut look like a white dude, don't it? Like one of them.
got
I'm
far
trying
back
not to
there.
get on.
He look like a constable. that constable cut. Look, that's a hairstyle when you go to the barbershop. Let me get that constable cut.
But he can't wait to take that mask off.
He get it cut laid down though. They lay him down in the chair.
He hot under that mug, ain't
Yeah, look at his picture frame. I'm saying, Kim say he like a white man picture frame.
he? It might zip up in the back. He might got a zipper in the back.
Look at this. Somebody say like the picture to the left. What do you mean?
Little clear person looks like the picture to his left or right.
Yeah, something
So
ain't
weird
right.
about this guy. Yeah. We on to him.
And we're and the number one thing is where is his stash, bro?
So why they always got him like that, man?
Where's your stash, bro? Nah, you gotta go. All right, I'm good. I just had to point that. I ain't mean to interrupt you.
Put all this stuff out there, all the legal terms, all this, forensic jargon, and now everybody's whipped up in a frenzy trying to understand what it means, speculating, guessing, and the reality of it is, unless you're an expert, a forensic expert, none of us are qualified to interpret those findings. Now, I've been involved in countless homicide cases where I've had to look at forensic autopsies and discuss the findings with experts. And that's what you have to do. And ultimately what it comes down to is they put this thing out there, this preliminary autopsy finding, and they did not present any real conclusions. And that is a problem. And to address your specific concern, Nancy,
Put him up.
about
Put up
this
Mobley.
might be.
Put up Mobley. Listen, I'm not vouching for the character of Crump or Sharpton. That said, of course, are you saying they were wrong not to put it out there? I think they were right to put it out there, whether it's inconclusive or not.
The manner in which they presented
Okay, what do you
it
mean by
was
that?
going to- He just sat there and read it. And number one, I don't think he was the best person to read it. He's just kind of reading off medical, terms that he didn't do the best job of pronouncing. And they didn't really present a conclusive finding. And what that does is,
Well, there
when you
is
take
no
a case
conclusive
like this,
finding, Mobley.
well, he could have said that, because what he does, though, in the manner which it's presented,
did say
you
that.
take a case like this, you take little bits and pieces and put them out there. in that manner, what you're doing is you're feeding these conspiracy theories like, oh my God, there's some big mystery, some conspiracy about what happened, regarding saying, hey, here's the deal. In situations like this, based on the rate of decomposition, things like that.
Don't you get it, man? We still don't have the answer. I don't have the answer. He's got a red mark deep in subcutaneous tissue on the back of his head. Wait,
here's a
go back to Kendall Krause real quick. Wait. Kendall, where's Kendall? Why am I not seeing Kendall? Kendall, please turn around and show everybody what we're talking about, because I'm doing this. Show me occipital.
Occipital's right here. Back ahead.
How
right where your neck
in the world, out of his whole body, is that where the blood pools? I'm not buying it. And I'm not saying this is a homicide. I am saying it. There are a lot of disturbing circumstances surrounding this young man, the star athlete's death, and I am not letting it go. And I don't care how much hate mail you send me. I do not care. Okay, Mobley.
So that is what I wanted to show you all, how she's at their necks. She not letting go.
No, because that you see that so-called spook man. That man look like he poured a thing of chocolate milk on his face and let it harden overnight or something.
Like he had chocolate put it on his face.
He made some lines trying to like he had a dimple. What the heck? Spook man looked funny when she went in. You see how he looked? That ain't no black man.
You didn't see
Spook
how
man
she said. She said, shut up. I don't want to hear you. How could he have a mark behind his head? And this man is saying all this foolishness. He should be fighting for the boy's cause, and she's fighting for it, and he's not, and he's one of us. Foolish. They paid you off. They paid him off.
I'm gonna give Spook man some stuff to clear him up, man. He might need some prune juice. But listen, something ain't right. This guy, you see how he looked when she did that? What black person is going against the grain? Come on, man.
That's for us.
Yeah.
That's for the people to see. That's to keep us docile and all that. You know, they always put a black face on it to keep us in line.
Correct.
That's what that's for.
They put a black face up there, right?
So what?
Oh yeah, he was black. He was black
So
enough.
they put a black face up there. I think that was Charlie Sheen under that mask.
But that was that dude about 12:59 at night.
So what pants?
Kadar, when he get a chance, he should watch the entirety of that. With Nancy Grace. They went in, she even touched on his larynx that they took out. You know that Adam's apple thing?
It's like gross darkness.
All the contents in his throat is gone. She said that
really?
is so delicate that if somebody...
Oh, yeah. Then you got that one? You got that one?
I'll have to look for it. I only look for the part that...
Yeah, go ahead and look for it. You want to.
Yeah, she said it's so delicate, it will be crushed.
I want to see what they got to say.
Okay, let me see if I can get it. Hold on.
My thing is this dude. Look at that dude's face.
He looked like an actor. I'm trying to think who that actor is.
That dude's face look edible. You want to eat some chocolate cake? I'm telling you. That's the icing, man.
So you take
somebody in the chat put he looked like he embalmed.
Oh, the cake face.
He do look like that. He do. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it? He looks scary. Look.
Come on, man.
Man, that's crazy.
They hung little brother. Yeah. Look, prune juice. Yeah. He needs some prunes. He need to be cleaned out. That everything look crazy. Why the embalm, man? I'm looking for it. You see it, Eric? What's it at?
They put
it's further up. See.
Further up, let me see. He don't bump up.
Hold on.
Y'all crazy.
If you look at his chin, If you look at his chin closely, it looked like they were still
Look it
trying to
up
get them together before he came on the camera.
at 9:30 p.m.
Oh,
Yahya Israel.
9:30. Oh man, they already seen this dude. Then 9:30.
We had him. That's when we were roasting them. Look, we had them pinned up there roasting them. That's around the same time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we roasted.
Man, that dude need prune juice. I'm telling y'all.
That dude is not us.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna come on. 9:30 p.m. Unbelievable, but not. Which one? Not where you at?
At
You
9:30.
say 9:30. Okay, 9:30. Okay.
It's the last comment at 9:30.
Somebody said Hamite.
No, it can't be the last comment. I
The
think
one-
that's the last. Is that it?
The last comment at 9:30.
I think that's the last comment.
Not at 9:30.
What name it is? I don't see it.
It's Yahya Israel.
I might take it down.
It
You
says
see it on your end?
Uh-uh.
I don't see Yahya Israel.
it's right under her comment is Sister Kimberly comment.
Man. I don't know. I don't see it. Nobody blocking it. Yeah, Hannah, Robert, Kimberly. Up on the Kimberly say, I hear ya. I hear y'all. Is that the one?
Nah.
What did Kimberly say?
Up under the comment at 9:30.
I don't see.
It
I
say-
mean, you know what Kimberly
say-
say on the comment?
Kimberly said, "Look,
Uh-uh.
look at the pics in the back. It's a white woman."
9:30 or 10:30? Oh, 10:30. That's what you talking about. 9:30 on your end.
Yes.
That's why we confused.
Yeah.
Okay, 10:30. All right, 9:30. Oh, okay. You talking about 10:30? That's why I was like, can't be. I went over at 9:30 on my. What it is, our time zone is different.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is. All right. Let me see.
It's the last comment at 9:30, and then
Yeah, I got you. Look at the pics.
and right above that,
Yeah. Yeah, Israel, you funny. So he do look like he been in bone. That's probably why he mad. I'm right here. Okay, she right. Okay. Yeah, our time zone is on. So when it said 9:30, I'm looking all the way up to 9:30. Which is
yeah, I wasn't
10:30
thinking
my
about that.
time. Yeah.
I wasn't thinking
So
about it.
he needs some milk. That sucker looked like he was dressed up with the when doing Easter time they get that hard cannon on that shell, that chocolate shell. That's what he was. So you got that video, Pam?
Chocolate egg.
That man damn look crazy. I don't know what done something. He making see, this is the thing. When you got a person, he's a if I'm not mistaken, he's a defense lawyer. So why he on the DA side? What's wrong with when you get a defense lawyer on DA side, you know they bogus. Come on, bro.
Like, come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah.
A defense lawyer on the DA side?
It's getting obvious too that they're doing that. They do it all the time. Just pay attention.
They do that to help the prosecution.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
That's why you
That'd be
have
my biggest enemy.
They be
That's why
taking deals.
Yeah, that's why
Like
you have.
Michael Jordan playing against New York. Why would he? Come on.
Yeah, that's why you have regular black people out there talking about how he ain't innocent or nothing happened to him or something like that.
Yeah, they give him
That's why you get
deals.
that. Yeah.
It's just like in that Carmelo Anthony case. His the defense lawyer, they paid him all that money, but you see what he did. They structured that trial in a way to where he couldn't really defend him. He got paid.
Hey, Pam, is that what you want to put up?
Could I go ahead?
Is that it right here? Or is this the last one? You hear me?
Yes, sir. What you said?
Okay. No, I was saying,
Yeah.
is that the video you want to
Oh.
put up? You see, I just put it up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
About what you just said. If I see deep reddening of the tissue in the back of the neck, I'm going to quit calling it the occipital, the back of the neck at the lower part of the head. I want to know what happened up here. I want to know, was the hyoid bone, which is very fragile, it's not attached to anything, it's kind of floating there. And often in ligature manual, any type of strangulation or stopping your airflow, you'll see that very delicate bone fractured. It's gone.
Look at Eva,
Where is it? Everybody's got one. So where is it? Also, Crump stated that the portion of the neck, the interior portion of the neck that would correspond with the hemorrhaging in the back is missing. There are two ways to look at this. One is that it's missing because it's been hidden. It's being withheld from the second doctor. Why? The other way to look at it is what you suggested, Kendall Krause, and that is that.
Look at him.
Nancy
Look at this guy. Look at
Oh,
this.
that's how she sees it. He's
a devil.
Or everybody dancing around that little thing there about.
Look how devil he look. Look how evil this guy look.
She's falling as it is. It's missing. Why y'all didn't hand it over? And think about it, Kada, and everybody on the panel and in the chat. If his larynx or his throat is missing, and then there's this blunt thing behind his head, think about when somebody hang you, where that rope is rubbing behind your neck. If you're hanging, your head hanging on this thing, it's either to strangle him or to hang this boy and dump him in the water. It's plain to see. It's a no-brainer. Even Stevie Wonder could see to kill this boy.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
With that,
I never heard that too.
With that, yeah, that's weird because I ain't never seen a lynching or anything like that, but when you look at most of the photos, the rope is sort of tied to where it's right underneath that area they talking about, because that's where that's where most of the pressure is. But like that to the back of the head seemed like something that might have happened before they hung him. And maybe, the pressure from him hanging might have added to that, but
that dude, and you look how he looking. He ready to lie. Look at this guy.
like
Why is he looking like that? What did this have to do with you, bro? Y'all see how he looking?
Yeah.
They've been covered. Sorry.
Now I'm gonna say, how else you gonna string somebody up without resistance?
I guarantee he ain't got nothing for this.
And Kada, another thing, did you remember when Crump said this was not the only case with the similarities? Another young black boy on the 4th of July he drowned. They took his phone, and the police just said in another state or something like that, and they took his phone and said it out There's no foul play. They didn't test anything. They didn't carry anything down in forensic. And they just say it's no foul play. So it could be also, what they call it? They're doing like ritual things on these children on that day, the 4th of July. You don't know what these wicked people doing. So it's plain to see now. Another thing to this coroner, this white man here, he was saying, trying to explain away the bluntness behind the boy's head that is found. He's saying that how maybe when they transport the body, listen, it had two girls came on and said that if somebody don't know what's working within those morgues, that when that's passing on Nolan's body, transporting it to Senator Washington for the autopsy, they said his body was lying on his stomach. Not how to find him only, but on his stomach. So it had nothing with him lying down on the back of the head, lying down on the gurney, and his blood pool there. That is what he's trying to say. And Nancy Grace shut him down, trying to deter and sway the public's opinion on what everybody know what it is, but they just don't want to say what it is. It's
Look how he looking. Look how he looking.
Yeah, all of that.
This is what I call a debate right here, y'all. See, this is why I like. Watch how she handle this, y'all. Remember, when I do this, I get called all kind of names, but she do it. I never heard nobody talk to about her. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kada.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've seen this done. The way that medical examiners and medical related forensic anthropologists do it, they get a tiny cut of that tissue. They put that under a microscope and they look to see if cells have bruising. It's very painstaking. Could they be doing that? I don't know. But it seems to me they would have included that in their notations that these portions of Nolan's body had been withheld for further testing, but we didn't hear anything about that. Straight out to Sam Crouppen joining us, investigative journalist and star of Samson's World. Sam, did you hear anything about water in the lungs?
No, Nancy, I've heard nothing about water in the lungs. And honestly, I've just been sitting here infuriated that everybody is putting so much pressure on this second autopsy that thankfully Colin Kaepernick paid for. But why are we not putting pressure on Sheriff John Ledbetter? Where is the first autopsy? Why have they held it out? There is a video of two nurses who claim to have seen the transport of this body, and they said he was face down. So it's honestly, for me, it's just disgusting to see the lack of understanding, people commenting on how Ben Crump is reading, people saying Ben Crump is a race hustler. Like, he's the person who's responsible for justice for Ahmaud Arbery, who was killed by 3 racist people, and it was covered up. Stacey Turner, the medical examiner, is well known for the death of Trey Reed, ruling it a homicide. She is known for ruling black deaths. She is known. Stacey Turner.
Do I look like a witch stirring a cauldron tonight? I don't really see myself that way. Do not stir the pot, Crouppen, because this is not about politics. This is not what somebody did a long time ago in another case. This is about what we are learning tonight. Yes, and my question is, where's the original autopsy? My guess is that they are waiting on the results that Dr. Kilman Krause just talked about and more. Hey, simmer down. I want to get to the facts. The facts of this case. I want to go back to Brian Trasher on that. Heather, I'm going to get to you in just one moment regarding the tracking of the phone and the Snapchat and all the digital footprint. But to you, Brian, again, let me pull it back up. We are not showing this photo. Do not show it, control room. Brian, again, United Cajun Navy searched for and spotted Nolan's body. Tell me what was seen. Let's see some of that aerial video.
Yeah, so we were flying over the northwest tip of Horn Island after about 2 hours in the air, canvassing a pretty large area, when we noticed some law enforcement boats converging to the northwest tip. We descended, circled around, and saw a number of law enforcement personnel on the beach, and then you could see a body laying on at the shoreline. Of course, using a zoom lens to go in, we could see that the body matched the description of Nolan Wells. The whole thing about Ben Crump mentioning that we told the parents he was fully clothed. That's not true. We never told the parents that. He was wearing just the swim trunks that matched the description that in the missing persons report, and it matched the photos that were taken of him that day. And that was all he was presumed. That's
Hold
all
on
he
one
was wearing.
sec. Brian, I want to show some video. Oh, there it is. I hope you can see your monitor. That is from our friends over at TMZ. It's a video that I believe is Nolan Wells. And I can tell you from looking at the aerial photo, I've zoomed in on it, those appear to be the same pants that he was wearing when his body was found. His body looks like it just washed up on shore.
Right.
Now,
that's correct.
Regarding COD, yeah, when you look at it way up, it looks like he's wearing a shirt. But when you zoom in, you see he's not wearing a shirt, nor is he wearing shoes.
That's it, Kada.
Yeah, that's it. Wow, that's very interesting. So the white guy seen the body and said the body was not no water in his lungs, nothing. Y'all see that? Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
So why ain't we got no arrest? I told y'all. I told everybody. Everybody kind of got these people ain't gonna get. If they get arrested, praise y'all. And they go to prison, praise y'all. But if they don't, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, this is all because as I was looking at all of this video, the question that came to my mind was why are they, for them not to care about us, why are they giving this so much publicity? And what kind of reaction are they trying to get out of us?
They trying to start
this is all stuff they know, man. They know what happens in these situations. They already know how to cover it up. So they making spectacle out of all these situations, and they putting it in our face. And because like y'all saying, because we not on one accord and we can't love each other, we can't cry out to the Most High like we need to.
Right.
So they can play right in our face, huh? And I was thinking the same thing what you were saying, E. Like, why are they showing this stuff? And they already know to investigate. Because if it was us, it would have been found out who did it. Like, this like a game to them. It's like a show to them. And they keep throwing it in our face. Every time it happens. Every time. Like, this is stupid. We know something happened to him because he dead, and the only ones around was the white boy. So come on, man. It shouldn't even be on the news. They should still be investigating. We shouldn't even be talking about it.
The first thing they do once this young brother come up dead is they get lawyers. They lawyer it up. That's the first thing they do.
I would like to ask that black sucker that was on supposedly black guy that was on there. What do you think about these sheriffs saying they don't see no foul play at the beginning? I wonder how he would answer that.
No foul play.
Yeah, they had no autopsy and no foul play. That's what they always do to us. And yet still black people still trust these people. Y'all about to duck, man.
Kada, you know what was really upsetting too? This officer Tatum went and interviewed one of the boys, who he was the white boy, and he trying to clear his name and say, now, oh, you black people lying. These boys have proved that they was not responsible, and so on and so on. This man is annoying my every last nerve.
I would smack him on sight, his fat self.
Yeah. And he went and had this interview and picking up for the white girl. You know his wife white.
Drink that.
So he
Ugly
picked
white
up for
woman.
the
The woman so ugly, she turned Medusa into stone. But go ahead.
yeah, so it's very annoying. And you know, sometimes this is a time we should come together as a people. It's like our people going against the grain and picking up for these white people.
Yeah, this should wake up our people that these people are not. Man, it should. Come on, say that because the woman that owned the boat no one was on is a big time lawyer, the mother of one of the white boys. Wow. And you know, that lawyer, for what she did, put a whole statement up, and then they race all their thing on social media. Man, black people did some stuff like that. After that, we be up under jail.
That's what
But
I'm
yeah,
saying.
you know, our people want to stand up for these dumb pay. Man, if any type of justice come, it's gonna come through. You know, the white people like Nancy. What's her name? Nancy Grace
Grace.
and this other guy. That's the only way. Just I think the other guy sound like he about happy. So, but anyway, he probably like black guys. But anyway, if any type of um, justice would come, it would be probably because of them, because she's really going at it. And the thing is that it's hard for us to get justice. This is stupid. What we talking about right here should be talking about. I want to hide the court case. It's what we should be talking about now. This is crazy, ridiculous. But they want us to follow the law, but they don't follow the law.
I think it's gonna take one of us to step involved. If if an officer pulled over like one of us or something like that, I think it's gonna have to take one of us to get killed for another brother for us to start waking up. We gotta see our people dying for each other, just like the Messiah said. You know what I'm saying? Standing in the line, like when George Floyd got, like, what was the brother at? Just recording, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna take one of us to kill one of them. Say, I don't know who did it. Nobody know. No cameras around. Hey, I don't know.
I mean, that would start trends, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Do y'all know? I don't know. Same thing they do. You know, nobody around and they kill them. I don't know. Who know? I don't know. Hey, man, I don't know. I ain't doing no. No evidence, nothing. Just I don't know. But black people stupid. They'll sit there, you know, they offer $125,000. You offer black people $125,000, they're gonna tell you that's the difference. $125,000 they offering now, and these white people ain't stepped up yet.
Sometimes you have to take it by force. You remember, most of us were children back then when the Rodney King riots happened, when the people was fed up. Enough was enough. Sometimes we need to get to that place to see a change. If we as Israelites start to rise up and start to do what we need to do to get them to get their attention, they're going to see, they're going to get scared. They're afraid of us. But if we continue to stay docile, and like if, you know, they could walk all over us, they're going to continue to do what they have to do. Now, I'm not saying anybody should put themselves in harm's way. I'm just saying if people do something or be proactive and do something, then you're going to see a change. For instance, the recent thing we hear in the Caribbean and we hear about it with these Asians, that the Israelites here start boycotting their businesses, and there's a change about to take place. The money is going back into our hands. When the thing happened with Target, we all stood your ground and there was a change. It's the same thing. Sorry, enough is enough. We need to take a stand, and we need to take a stand and do what's right by our community than to allow these people to continue to walk all over us. And when you look at our ancestors, everybody feared us. They feared the God of Israel. They couldn't touch us once we served him. And this is what I want to say. I just said this before I stop. When the story of Judith, and she went to the Holofernes, and his advisors were saying, these people, they know us, they knew our weakness. They say when they serve their God and follow their God, they are unstoppable. This is what he was advising Holofernes. When they know their God and they serve him, they are unstoppable. And these people that rule this world, the elites that rule this world, know we are the Israelites. They know our weaknesses, our kryptonite. When we don't serve the Most High and follow his laws, statutes, and commandments and get in alignment, this is where they know we're going to always be weak and they're going to have the upper hand. And this is where we as a people need to get ourselves in alignment with the scriptures, living righteously as the Most High tells us, and everything going to be okay. We're going to see a change. We're going to see a change. And that is all we have to do. Just be obedient to the Most High and we're going to see a change. I yield.
That's why I say the main place they attack us from to keep us in sin is through religion, through Christianity. By telling us we don't have to keep the law. And by trying to keep the law, you falling out of favor with the Most High. Live righteously, but don't keep the law.
Agreed.
That's crazy. They righteous but keep the law. So, no, y'all putting a lot of stuff up in the chat. What is the serpent seed? It seems like not too many people want to identify them. Serpent seed is the white people. That's been identified in John 8, right? John 8 verses 31 to 47. That's identification of serpent seed right there in John 8. When the Messiah said, you seek to kill me, you do the will of your father. That's serpent seed right there. When our people more move around, them knowing that it's history towards us, sometimes some things happen, then you put all of our lives at stake that have to fight for you. Black people moves around white people. Oh, I live with the right people. Like, y'all safe. Y'all about the dumbest, man.
You know what? You know what, bro?
Yeah.
When black people think they can just hang around white people like that, that's the equivalent to when white people think they can go jump in the bear cage or in the lion cage and go pet the lions.
Wow.
You know how they think they can just go and, just go up to anything and I'm gonna go pet the hippopotamus, and the hippo tear their ass apart. That's the same mentality with black people or white people. We think we can just go in the lion cage, and the lion not gonna look at us like a tasty snack.
Great story. Great story. Old Judas tricked the old king and cut his head off. Said she came back to the camp. They was up all night talking about it. You tell me they ain't black people. That's what we do. I think it was a Syrian king at that who was going against. Listen to you. Ready to get off too, Sister Kim. All right, so right ready to end this. Like to say shalom, blessings. Got to get up in the morning. All praise to the Most High. You know, I pray, and hope that our end is near. When you look at what happened in 7 AD, it seemed like a similar pattern. Most High give us instructions. And one of the main things in John 15 is to love one another. These people think they're doing God's work by killing us. So we got love for one another, stand up for one another, be there for one another, and always give and hope to the Most High to come and deliver us. Remember, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. But the thing is, we got to love one another. Messiah expressed that to his people before he, descended up into glory. He expressed that to love one another. And that's what we got to do. We want to get out of this, we got to love one another. That's what we got to do. It's my last word. I'd like to say shalom. Don't forget to subscribe to TRR, Truth Races, and Resurrecting the Truth. I'd like to say shalom. It's my last words.
Yeah, I'm going to read from Jubilees chapter 40, verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass that after Jacob died, the children of Israel multiplied in the land of Egypt, and they became a great nation, and they were of one accord in heart, so that brother loved brother, and every man helped his brother. And they increased abundantly and multiplied exceedingly 10 weeks of years, all the days of the life of Joseph. And there was no Satan nor any evil all the days of the life of Joseph, which he lived after his father Jacob. For all the Egyptians honored the children of Israel all the days of the life of Joseph." The Bible talks about a time when all the nations are going to have to acknowledge who we are. And that's going to happen before the Most High gathers us. And so I read that to sort of show that my belief is that we're going to get back to that point. The way our people were in Egypt during the days of Joseph is the point that we're going to get back to, and we're going to see that before our deliverance. That's going to be one of the Most High's miracles for our people. And so with that being said, let's just stay hopeful and prayerful. My prayers always for all you brothers and sisters and all my people everywhere, that the Most High's word be fulfilled and that our faith be made sure in his word. So shalom. See y'all on the next one.
Shalom to the nation of Israel, to the chat, to the brothers on the panel. See you on the next one.
Shalom, and I want to say one thing. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. "And Yah shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I speak unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies." And I just want to reiterate that point before we leave here. We have to remember that the people we are amongst our enemies. They have no friend in enemies. They have no trust in enemies. And we cannot let our guard down. We have to be always watching, vigilant amongst our enemies. And let us don't ever forget this. Let this death of this young brother be a lesson to us all, that we are amongst our enemies and there's no friend and friendship when it comes to our enemies. I yield. Stay strong.